This is Angie, and I'm happy to welcome Marco Fuller. Hi, Marco. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for your time. My first question is, when did you decide to become an actor?
I think it was something that was always in me since an early age. I remember after school, I'd run home to watch the Power Rangers on TV. It was like my favorite TV show. And of course, back then, I would think it was real. I thought they were actually fighting like aliens and saving the world. And I remember thinking, how cool would it be to do something like that? But my parents, of course, they wanted me to focus on schoolwork and sports. And so I found myself in sports at games and matches. I love being in front of a crowd. I always love that aspect of it. And it's a dog.
Oh,
Um,
he, he can join us too.
just trying to play with him. Wait. Um, but yeah, I love being in front of a crowd, and that I just got this adrenaline from it. And more times than not, I usually had a good game. And then in high school, I joined a band, and my friends and I would play local shows around the city. And again, it was just addicting being in front of a live audience like that.
Mm.
And then it wasn't until I was probably around 23, I'd say. It was a couple years after my father passed away that I I really kind of started putting things into perspective of how short life can be. And so I thought, you only have one life, you might as well
Mm.
do something that excites you, something that drives you, and take a risk. And so it was around that time that I decided to take a plunge, and I haven't looked back. And yeah, I mean, every project I work is it's a step towards that dream I always had as a kid. Just it's in a more grounding and meaningful way now.
So, how old were you when you got your first role?
Um, I was kind of doing some smaller parts around 23,
Mm.
like a local mattress store commercial here, and then like some student films. But I think it was around 26 when I booked The Sun. And so that was my first like large rig.
Oh, okay. Mm.
And that was interesting because I remember I did the audition for it. And originally the character was only supposed to work one scene, one episode.
Mm.
And then the first night of filming, I was in the transpo van with some other cast members on the way to a warehouse to film indoors because there was this like huge snowstorm in Austin, Texas that week. And so
Oh.
we were filming outside. Yeah.
Mm.
And so on the way, I was with Duke Davis Roberts and Glenn Stanton, and they told me, they were like, "Oh, congratulations! Like we heard your role was expanded and stuff like that."
Mm.
That was news to me at the time, and I was I didn't know what to say. I was like in disbelief because I thought I was just going to be getting my feet wet on the
Mm.
project, you know. And then next thing I know, I'm kind of like a little in over my head and things like that. But I mean, the cast was great. The crew was really supportive, and I found my footing eventually and kind of figured things out. But that ex that experience gave me a lot of confidence that I kind of carry
Mm.
with me today.
So I guess it was successful then.
Well, we'll see. I work, so it's yeah, I'm blessed and lucky for that.
And which role was your favorite?
It's a tough question.
Tough
Um,
question. All of them, huh?
I mean, with every role, they provide their own set of challenges, and each role pushes you to grow, not only as an artist but also as an individual.
Mm.
Um, but I would have to say probably the Wendigo, um, as Rye would probably be my favorite. I mean, for a number of reasons, but that was my first time leading a feature, which was a huge leap for me then.
Mhm.
And also the audition process was just crazy for me. I remember my second audition because of poor planning on my end. I was on a FaceTime call with the director, Gabe Torres, in the back of a pickup truck
Mhm.
during a thunderstorm.
Oh.
And yeah, it was. because I thought it was just like a phone call,
Mm,
and I get on the FaceTime, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna go through the sides for the audition," which at that time it was 17 pages, and
mm,
so I had to make a quick excuse. I don't know if he knows the full story to this day, but I might have to take it to the grave. But I got through that, but that was kind of like a foreshadowing of what was to come with that whole project. I realized, I'm gonna have to show up and give everything despite the circumstances and just kind of make things work.
mm.
And then once I was on set, I was pushed physically, emotionally, creatively in every direction. And there was a period of time when everybody had the flu,
Oh,
all sick, except for Fievel Stewart somehow. She dodged the bullet on the flu somehow. Um,
wow.
but we band together, we finished it, and uh, I mean the journey from filming to the release was long. We filmed in
Hmm.
2018 and it finally released in 2024 last year.
Yeah,
And, I mean the fact that we got some nominations out of it from the Red Nation Film Festival is amazing and more than I could have ever asked for. And aside from myself, I think it's just wonderful that the crew and the other actors' hard work is being recognized in that way, or it was recognized.
yeah,
And I think it was a beautiful way to close that chapter out and celebrate the project with everyone who helped bring it to life. And that was really special. And then, so I'm always indebted in a way to give towards the director, the producers, and then my co-star Fievel Stewart. She did a lot of hand holding with me on
mm.
that project. And but yeah, it was amazing. That's always gonna stick with me for sure.
How did you feel that your character in American Primeval got killed pretty quickly? I mean,
Yeah, he came and then he left.
too quickly, if you ask me.
Thank you. um, yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't bittersweet.
Mm,
It was just so much fun out there in Santa Fe when we were filming, and you just don't want the fun to stop. It's hard for it to stop, but as an actor, you want to live as long as you can in the character's shoes. You want to live in that world. But also as an actor, you need to remember that you're a servant to the story. Your character is playing a small part in this huge, beautiful story.
yeah.
And so I think that scene that I did with Derek, that was my first day on set. I think that was a few other people's first day on set. And I remember, we had worked through that scene a couple of weeks before, just Derek and I.
Hmm.
And then when we're filming, I remember talking to JJ, the stunt coordinator. And he's like, okay, so at this point, he's gonna shoot you, you're gonna fly back. And I remember kind of like, I don't know why I'm like this, but I'm like, okay, I know I get shot in the chest, I know I'm probably gonna die. But for me with JJ, I'm like, so do I get shot in the arm? Do I get shot in the shoulder? It's non-lethal, right? Like I'm definitely not
Yeah,
gonna die. I
yeah.
like to my death with the stunt coordinator and the director, and um, it was funny. But I think that scene's important too because I believe it's Red Feather's first kill in the show.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I wear that as a badge of honor. Um, no, no one better than to be killed by Red
By
Feather.
Red Feather, huh?
Yeah. And then that's also the first time Abish and Red Feather meet, and
Yes.
then takes her to the Shoshone camp. And
Yeah.
I mean, by far, I think that was a much more interesting storyline than what could have happened if Abish stayed with the Paiutes and we went off.
Yeah.
We were just celebrating. We were just overindulging in food and drink. So I think it played out the way it needed to. I was happy to serve the story, and my friends who were messaging me were just cracking me up. They were like, "Oh, you died! Why did they kill you?"
Yeah.
It's just it was a great time. And then
How,
also, yeah,
how was it to work with Derek?
Derek's amazing.
Mm,
I respect him a lot and I admire him a lot. He's one of the realest guys you'll ever meet. He's so down to earth and so genuine. And there wasn't anyone else who could have played Red Feather like that. He
mm,
brought the authenticity to the role, and he really set an example. And so it was an honor to spend time with him, and it was an honor to share a scene with him.
mm.
And yeah, I'll always remember that too.
Did you have a stunt double or you did the whole thing alone?
I did have a stunt double.
Oh,
Derek, I think, was the only one that didn't have a stunt double because it's Derek, you know.
yeah, he did not have, he said.
No, he did it. I remember in the makeup trailer, you'd have like, the actor picture and then their stunt double right next to it. And then Derek's was the only one that didn't have a picture next to it for the double.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he told me
Yeah,
he did not need a stunt double, but yeah, it's as a professional fighter,
yeah,
and he told me that he could ride a horse sooner than walking when he was
yeah.
a child, so he did not. But you had a stunt double.
I did have a stunt
Yeah.
double. He was amazing. His name was Jimmy Hebner.
Mm.
Um, yeah, great, great kid. I think that was his first project I was working, and it was funny because, like, I mean, I'll do as much as I can, within reason. But of course, like during that scene, I met Jimmy that morning, and he was off on the side of the set, and he was watching the scene play out. And then one of the other stuntmen who was in my Paiute group, he
Yeah.
was actually my first stunt double from the Sun. And so I was catching up with him. I hadn't seen him in years, and I did a couple falls myself. And my former stunt double, he was like, "What's up with you? You always like doing your own stunts. Why don't you just let, Jimmy jump in?" And so I was like, yeah. I was getting sore by that point. So I was like, "Yeah, Jimmy, come on." And of course he did a fantastic job, and he's amazing on a horse, and yeah, he's a great guy. And
Cold
so
Dog was killed quickly as well in the
huh?
sun.
Oh, scalp the
Sculpt
dog?
dog, yeah, sculpt dog.
Scalp the dog, yeah. Scalp the dog, yeah. That was also was a beautiful death. I'll say.
I hope your next project you will live a little longer. I mean your
Yes,
character.
I know. I've died so many times in so many different ways. Yeah, my next project that's coming out in November, Sarah's Oil, actually, I live. So,
Oh,
spoiler,
great, great.
don't die.
Great to hear. Yeah. And
Yes, yes.
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a great project.
Um, do you have a dream role that you would love to play in the future?
But there's a lot, but I think the one that's stuck with me the longest has always been like a World War II or Vietnam era film.
Oh,
Um, I remember watching Saving Private Ryan when I was younger, and I was just blown away. I was mesmerized by it, and it wasn't because of the action, but it was more because of the humanity in the film and like that realness and the rawness. Um, and I think stories like that are important to tell. They remind us of the weight of history and the people who lived it. And so anytime there's a story like that, of course I'm excited to tell it. So I really want to do something like that.
oh, okay. Mm.
Now, if you pair that with like a comic book movie, put the two together, then that's like, I love it. There's an opportunity that came up a few months ago, and it was a World War II era film with comic book
Yeah.
um, Native American character, yes. And I was excited and so hyped, and it unfortunately got shelved and it didn't move forward. But
Oh, I'm
it,
sorry.
no, it's okay. It was like I was just starting the audition process for it, so it was just like
Mm.
very early stages. But hopefully they make it with or without me. But I think, um, yeah, something like that because as native actors, we don't have a lot of opportunity to play these larger than life characters so much. We have Alok Wilcox and Echo, and we have Amber Midthunder and Prey now, which is great. But we need more of those roles, and I want to take part in that. So
I've
if it,
talked about this with Nathaniel Arkand as well. The native actors don't get those big roles, and I think it's a shame because you
yeah,
guys are amazing,
thank you,
so and very talented, and I hope that it will change in the future, and you all get more opportunities to play bigger roles.
thank you, me too, and it will, and it's changing slowly. But if it's something where it's an existing Native American comic book character or one that is built from the ground up. I would just love to be a part of it because I think audiences are ready for those characters. And I mean, I'd be honored to push that representation forward in um, a meaningful way that lasts, as I'm sure everyone else is too. So,
Do you have a favorite indigenous actor?
dangerous question.
Uh-oh.
No,
I will not tell anyone, I
well,
promise.
this is gonna be live. Okay, yeah. No, I've been very lucky and fortunate to meet and also work alongside just absolute legends. And a lot of them I deeply admire and I'm proud to call them my friends. I'm lucky in that way. Um, if I could frame it, um, if I could frame it in the way of whose career do I hope to aspire to, or whose career do I hope to have when it's all said and done, I would say Zon McLaren, probably. Everyone who knows him loves him. He's an incredible guy. Um, he's achieved so much on screen that speaks for itself. But what I think stands out to me the most about him and what's so inspirational is just how many doors he's opened for native talent on both sides of the camera in the industry.
Mhm.
And that speaks volumes. He's the most generous giving guy, and he's one of the hardest working in the industry, if not the hardest working. And I don't know, with him, I hope he gets his flowers while we still have him here. He's not, he's not old, he's not near death or anything like that, but I guess um, just to say it directly, I give him an Emmy. Give him an Emmy. It's like he's done all this
It's
work.
about time, huh?
It's he's overdue. It's overdue. But yeah, I have to say Zahn for that for sure. Great role model.
I was very happy to see Wes Studi when he got the Oscar.
Yeah, yeah, it's incredible.
It
And
but looks like it's once in a lifetime thing because I think he was the first Native American to receive this award, right?
yeah, the honorary Oscar, I believe.
So yeah, they should pick someone every year. That's my
Yeah,
opinion.
we thank you. That's a good opinion, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
And Wes is from Oklahoma too. He's
Oh,
from
really?
Tulsa. Yeah, so
Oh,
another.
he's a legend as well. Oh my goodness,
He's amazing.
he is.
It was like a festival or something, and I was taking a picture with him, and I think it was a week before I was scheduled to work on the Sun.
Mhm.
So I took a picture with him, and then I didn't have anything for him to sign, and I never do this, but I pulled my phone out and I had my script, like a PDF version of my script for the Sun, and I was like, I had him sign it with his finger, and he wasn't looking at it. He's like, "This isn't like to sign my life away, or you're not trying to get money, are you?" Like, no, no, no.
I'm curious. Your scene when you got killed in American Primeval was short, but I'm curious how long does it take to film it, and how many times did you repeat the scene, if you remember?
Well, the scene with Derek and the girls, that was all day, but that was one day.
Yeah.
And then there was a follow-up scene to that when the Mormon militia comes to check out the camp with Jacob Abish's husband. And so that was the second day. And I mean, I don't know how many times we did it. We did it a lot.
Uh,
But we had multiple cameras going on all at once.
yeah.
And it was just, with each take something will come up in the middle of it and you get excited, you want to try something new for the new upcoming take and things like that. So it's hard to say, but I mean, it was a lot, a
Mm.
lot. But we're just all having fun. We're freezing to death, but we're having fun. I think like, yeah, that was interesting too because I didn't know how long I was going to be filming the show. I
Yeah.
thought it was just gonna be a couple of weeks, and then I was out there for like a few months because the schedule was crazy. There's so many different parts to film
Mm.
because it's a huge cast, and I think it was like it's probably 2 weeks before I flew out to Santa Fe, Jeremy Guana, who plays Tall Shadow.
Yeah.
He's been my friend forever. He texts me and he's like, "Oh, I saw your name on the list for
I'm
Cowboy Camp."
hoping for an interview with him as well. I'm working on it.
Yeah, he's you'll love talking to him. He's a great guy,
Mm,
good friend. Um, but he texts me and he's like, "Oh, I see your name on the list for Cowboy Camp."
mm.
At that time, I was like, I don't even know what Cowboy Camp is. And then next thing I know, I'm on a horse, and it was crazy. We were out there for a long time, and but it was like the time of our life. We loved Santa Fe. We were doing so many things offset, and we made so many new friends. And I know, fingers crossed they do a prequel or something like that, and then focus more on the Shoshone and Paiute and whatever
Yeah.
else. And I know everyone would love to go back in a heartbeat. We still talk about it, just the memories and stories.
Fans would love a second season too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they need to do it, I think.
I would like to know that how did you become a member of Choctaw Nation?
I like to joke that I picked the right ancestors.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so it's through my great grandmother Kizzy on my father's side.
Oh.
She mhm. She enrolled in the Choctaw Nation on the
Mm,
rolls, the Dawes rolls, back in the day. And so I grew up in Oklahoma City, and I wasn't as close to the culture as I would have liked. But the beautiful thing about um, TV and film is it's brought me back around to reconnect with that part of my identity. And working in the industry, I've learned a lot about myself and my family and my community, and learning more of my heritage. I'm just so grateful and excited to take that with me and have that play a major role into each part that I play, you know. And yeah, so
how long
great.
have you been the member of this nation?
Well, since birth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
That's
so
great.
yeah, through my dad's side, he's from southeastern Oklahoma, and then my family members still live there, and so Durant, Oklahoma, is one of the Choctaw territories. New movie that's coming out in November. There's a couple scenes where there's Native American background that were on set with us, and I met an elder from Durant, and he was Choctaw, and so I was talking to him for a little bit, and I started naming a couple of my family members. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know them. Oh yeah, I know them." And it's like that was my first time working my home state, and that was really special in its own way because just working with people who knew my family and just feeling that really strong bonded sense of community
Mm.
was it's amazing. You know,
I guess the movie is not out yet, so you cannot talk about your character, right? Or can you tell us a little bit?
let's see. Well, he's a fictional character, so this movie is based off the life of Sarah Rector. Um, Incredible story too, and again inspired by not
I watched
completely.
the trailer and I loved it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautifully shot. Naya, who plays Sarah Rector, is incredible. I was taking notes from her on set. It was just amazing to watch her work at such a
Hmm.
young age and having just that presence. Was really great. Um, so again, inspired by true events. They took some creative liberties with the script and some characters. So I'm playing a fictional character. My name is Jimsy, um, but I'm a tribal policeman and trying to figure out what to say without giving away too much. I I support Sarah
Hmm.
when she needs it. I'll say that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and but yeah, it's gonna be a great movie, and it comes out November 7th in the United States. I don't know if they've released a date for overseas yet.
Um, yeah, being living in Europe, it's a little hard to get access to movies. I would love to watch, but I do anything to find what I would love to watch. So it takes forever before a movie kids here, especially in Hungary. Maybe in
Mm,
Germany and other countries, UK, they have these movies, but in Hungary, it takes forever.
really.
Uh, it was nice to see Zachary Levi.
Yeah, I remember when I got the call from my agents about that because I remember at the time when I was auditioning for it, I auditioned for a different character, and then I got a message from my agents that the director wanted me to read for another character, and they didn't have too much information on the movie. I didn't know it was Amazon MGM.
Hmm.
My agents thought it was, a lower budget independent film, which is great. But we didn't know too much about it. And then I remember reading through the email, I saw that Zachary Levi was attached, and I don't know if Sonequa Morton Green was attached yet. But I was just like, oh wow, that's interesting. Like you have Shazam, then you have The Walking Dead attached, and yeah, I didn't know anything about it. And then of course, as I'm about to fly out to go to Oklahoma to film, I start getting more details. That's Amazon MGM, and then it's about this story and everything. And I think it all hits you once you're on set because you can actually see everything. Um, but yeah, I think my first or second day filming, I had a scene with Zach and Sonequa and everybody, and I was just like, this is wild, you know.
Yeah.
Zach's a huge guy. He's tall. He's a tall guy, and
Again, congratulations to be part of such a nice project. I cannot wait to see the movie.
yeah, you'll like it, and I hope everyone likes it. I know there's some chatter going on line right now about it, but I just hope everyone just sees the story for what it is and just remembers that it's about Sarah and her story and her legacy. And I hope,
Really, movies that based on a true story, I think those are the best
yeah,
movies ever. So,
yeah, it's especially that, yeah, something
uh,
overcoming odds. It's inspiring, 100%.
okay, what do you say about you teach me a Choctaw word and I teach you a Hungarian word?
All right,
But
I love
something
it.
easy, please.
Something easy. No, you can do
Yeah,
easy. Okay. Well, I'll teach you this. So, in a lot of Native American languages, there's not one word for goodbye.
yeah.
I don't know if this, yeah. So in Choctaw, we say chipisa la chiki.
And this is easy for you, okay?
Yeah. Oh, you got it. You got it. Chipisa la chiki.
Chipisa lakichi lachiki.
Uchi. What?
Okay, one more time.
Chi
Chi,
pisa
chipisa
la
la
chiki.
lachiki.
Yeah.
Chipisa
Chipisa.
lachiki.
Yeah.
Something like this. Okay.
And that means until we meet again. So
Oh, okay. Well,
chiki.
I think I teach you a very easy word. In Hungary, we say yes, it's igen.
One more
Igen.
time.
Igen. It's
Igel.
yes. I,
Igel. Oh, you cut out. Igelm.
igen and
Ilgen.
igen.
Ilgen.
Yeah,
Ilgen.
igen. I
Igen.
know Hungarian is very hard to learn. So,
Igen.
igen. Yeah, igen.
Igen. Got it. That means yes.
No is nem. Maybe it's
Nem.
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 Perfect.
Igen. Okay. Thank you for that.
Marco, thank you so much for your time and accepting my invitation. And I cannot wait to see you on screen.
Of course. Thank you so much for this. And again, thank you for everything you're doing for native actors and just kind of giving us this platform just to come on and
Yeah.
share with you. It's amazing. And we appreciate you.
I wanna make sure that you guys are seen and visible all over the world. Even you see, even in Hungary. So that's why I promote all of you, and I'm grateful to all of you actually because you what you do on screen and off screen, it's just amazing, and I'm really grateful. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yakuke.